It's very easy for us to say housing is a human right, but to see the impact that housing has on individuals has been amazing, and that's an understatement.
Many people know Shelter House for its overnight emergency facility, which operates a 70-bed shelter open to men, women, and families who are experiencing homelessness. In 2019, the nonprofit opened a new kind of facility. Cross Park Place targets individuals who've been living on the streets for more than a year and have a disabling condition, such as mental health or substance abuse.
To qualify for those services, you have to meet HUD's definition of chronically homeless.
This concept is known as permanent supportive housing.
Our first goal and our primary goal is housing, and we stop after that and we identify then, once somebody has moved into housing, what additional services they may need and they are interested in engaging in.
Staff offers a variety of support services, including case management, healthcare, medication management, and psychiatric services. These support services are optional, so tenants can take steps at their own pace.
For the individuals that we are serving here at Cross Park Place, those individuals have had very little support, routine, structure in their life. And so just moving into housing is a really big step. Our services here are really meeting people where they're at and not expecting more or less of them, because this is their life and they now get to lead in where they want to be.
One of the people who moved into the 24-unit complex is Frank, but that's not what his friends call him.
Well, my real name is Frank Webb, but everybody just calls me Dog. I've been known as Dog since I was 14 years old.
Dog got into trouble with the law at a young age and began riding freight trains all across the country.
And I went everywhere. I mean, I've been in New York City, LA, Vegas, Atlantic City.
Eventually, he chose this town as his permanent home.
And I got off freight train here in Iowa City and just never got back on.
One reason permanent supportive housing is considered a successful approach is because it ends up saving costs that fall back on the community.
They are high utilizers of our hospitals, jails, substance treatment facilities, shelters, law enforcement interactions, and so on. We know that those services are expensive.
Because in the wintertime, you had guys that get real cold out there. So what they do, they go run around and get arrested on purpose to go to jail so they can have a firm place to stay. And guess who pays for that jail? The taxpayers.
So when somebody is spending every night of the year in one of those types of facilities, it's costing us as a community money compared to somebody living in their own apartment, where potentially those services are being utilized in a healthier way.
As an example, Shelter House tracked an individual that we'll call Joe. While living on the streets, Joe made regular trips to the hospital for mental health because he felt that it was a safe space. The price of these trips cost nearly $600,000 over the course of 1 year. Let's compare that to after Joe had moved into Cross Park Place in April of 2019.
When he moved into Cross Park, his hospitalization utilization decreased significantly to the point where he had 1 ER visit in a year.
His resource cost dropped to $150,000 over a 7-month period of time after moving into permanent supportive housing. Joe was able to use the on-site psychiatric clinic, adjust his medications, and utilize the 24/7 staff to work through mental crises. Iowa City Police work closely with Shelter House, and this change has made a huge impact.
Before Cross Park Place, the options were moving an individual to a different space. Sometimes the option was jail. Other times the options were hospital. Now Cross Park Place allows us to take that individual back to the home.
Without Cross Park Place, Dog says he wouldn't be where he is today.
I'll be back in the penitentiary, I'll be dead. Simple as that. They make sure I take my medication, and I'm getting stronger and stronger every day.
But even this addition hasn't met the demand for those needing help.
We know that there are more individuals in our community that need this level of service and this level of supports. And so because of that, we identified that we needed to expand our permanent supported housing options that specifically work with individuals who are chronically homeless in our community.
This is the 501 Project, a 36-unit apartment complex being built directly next to Shelter House.
So 501 will be a mirror image of Cross Park Place. We will be serving the same population, the same services will be available there.
The plan is to open the facility in 2022.
The dollar amount in terms of dollars and cents savings is extremely significant. But getting back to more of the human element of it, the fact that we are looking to solve problems that address issues of homelessness, that afford people places to go, safe spaces to live, the notion of building another building like Cross Park Place just makes a lot of sense for the community.
This will further help in providing that first step for those suffering from chronic homelessness.
There's a need to keep these people off the streets.
I have talked with many individuals who live their life from day to day just getting their basic needs met, and being able to move into housing and hear that they are able to actually think about something other than that basic need, such as where they're going to sleep that night or where they're going to get their food from, has really provided an environment for them to grow and thrive and to look at themselves in the mirror and be able to identify areas that they want to work on themselves.